Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Neo Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a beautiful ombre, and we're going to use Acrogel. We're going to use white, we're going to use a bit of a pink, we're going to use a bit of a cover pink. Oh my God, it's going to be beautiful. Keep watching. I've already prepped this nail, so I've removed the surface shine. I have pushed back the cuticles. See this little line here?
Oh.
And you see this little thing here? See how it continues from here to here? JJ is trying to be a responsible adult and chop her own vegetables up. But she may have slightly cut her finger and her nail all at the same time. However, you did have a bit of... Did you have a bit of polish on or not? Gel polish? Did you have anything on? No.
Yeah, I did. That went
on?
through acrylic.
No.
Oh, we did.
So you cut through the acrylic and then it just went
Look at
on
the
your nail.
Look at the dip. It's a deep wound.
Oh, I think it need to go up there. A&E.
I needed a stitch on that, didn't
Oh,
I?
it was a stitch job, that. And then look, it went...
Yeah.
So it's a good job you had the acrylic on then.
If not, I would have been fingertipless.
Fingertipless. That's like topless, but not
We
quite.
would have had to pick out the spinach because I wasn't wasting that.
Oh, I was at Abrams the other day and somehow a screw ended up in the curry and they had to fish the screw out. I don't know how the screw fell off from somewhere. I don't know how.
I wonder if it's off a pan.
It was off the pan.
There you go.
Fell in.
Bloody hell.
You're so clever.
I'm so clever. I don't know how I do
so
it.
clever, Jane.
I don't know how I do it.
So clever.
Do surprise people sometimes.
But yeah, anyway. Thank God that your finger didn't end up in the spinach.
I know.
Because you
Why
wouldn't have
were
been
you-
able to eat the spinach.
Why
'cause
were
you're
you cutting
vegetarian.
up spinach anyway?
Would have had meat in it.
Because I was making spinach pasta.
I was going to say, you don't really cut. I don't cut spinach.
No,
up.
I wanted to
No,
because
I
you know
don't.
sometimes when you cook it and it gets a bit of a slimy texture.
Yeah.
So I wanted to eliminate that. So I chopped it up. I was chopping my spinach like this and it went straight.
You must have really sharp.
Oh yeah, I should
Really
just sharpened
sharp.
him. Because
Oh,
I
have
was
you?
moaning the day before
Oh, is it your
saying,
fault?
saying you never sharpen these knives.
Yeah.
I cut my finger down there.
Oh, karma.
Can we get back to the nail video,
Oh.
please?
I'm going to put a tip on.
Looks nasty.
Well, it's a reminder.
I was cooking as well, showing off.
I know. Again. How many times have you done it now?
Cooking?
Yeah.
4. Each time something's gone wrong.
Yeah, I can remember when you were
Chilli.
cooking the chilli.
The spicy chili.
Oh my,
Yeah,
four
and we had to make
tablespoons
an
of chili
emergency
flakes.
phone call to Adam to ask how we...
4 tablespoons. of
Yeah.
chili
Yeah,
flakes.
instead of teaspoons.
I remember the phone call, but why would you even put 4 teaspoons of chili flakes
It was the
in
first
something?
time I've ever cooked a
It wasn't
chili.
4, I think it was 2. It was 2 or something and 2 or something else.
Just a sprinkle's normally good enough, not even a teaspoon.
Chili flakes.
Tablespoons.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't even normally put a teaspoon in, you just
Yeah.
put a few flakes in.
She got confused with the table and the teaspoons. So we got to the bottom of it though, didn't we? And
Yeah.
she learned a lesson from it.
Ah,
She'll never make that mistake again.
no.
No.
I'm going to cut down the length. Can I just have a little look at that finger and
Well,
just
you
have a
made it
little
on.
look at the length? So we're going to go about here. Okay, you can move that one now. Want that?
Oh.
Thank you. Now I'm going to tailor this tip. Squeeze. And squeeze this way. And squeeze this way. So can you see how this nail is dropping down? We are going to take this side off, straighten it up, and it will make the nail into a ballerina shape. Support the tip when you do this.
Emotionally and physically.
Definitely emotionally. Right, so now I'm going to buff this in, and I am abrasing this tip. It's very important to do that because when you're using Acrogel, it needs to sit on top of a buffed surface, so it needs to have those abrasions in. So you can see the difference in the shape is just unbelievable. Look at that. Just going to wipe over with the gel residue wipe off solution. I'm doing this because I've really blended in this tip, so don't need to go over with acetone. However, if you're not very good at blending in a tip, go over with acetone.
Unlike Kirsty Meakin, it was amazing at everything she does.
She beat me
Was that
down.
really bad again?
You're
I
gonna-
didn't need to use acetone because I've blended it amazingly.
Right, so that's made it nice and clean. When you're using a tip, and the only problem is if you wipe over with acetone, it makes the tip shiny and you've got to buff it again. So, you know, if you really take your time and blend that tip in, you can just wipe over with the gel residue wipe off solution, because we don't want the tip to go shiny. We want it to be abrased, so the Aqua Gel sticks to it really well. You can see that evaporates, and that's what you want. As soon as that's evaporated, you're going to use the Urban Graffiti base coat. Take off the excess from the brush. You don't need a lot.
What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing.
She's in one of them moods now.
I am now.
Are you laughing because I'm going from being silly to being normal?
I'm laughing at that and I'm just waiting for you to say something else I can laugh at.
Pop that into the lamp. Right, so the colours that we're going to use in this design are Just White, Tempting Fate, and Plush Peach. We're going to start with Tempting White. Tempting White? It's not called that. I just mixed all the names up and come up with a new one. Just White. Oh, better white, just better white. You don't need a lot.
She says.
I think I might have got too much, so I'm going to let that suck back in the tube. Very slowly.
That actually works.
Yeah, it will, because it look, starts sucking back in.
Ooh.
Right, so we're going to make sure we feather this nice and thin.
Ryan Little.
And then you're going to bring the bulk to the end. So when you're doing a French ombre, you always want the bulk at the end. Right, so now that's on, I'm going to cure that. Pop that in. Now we're going to use Plush Peach. And this is going at the back. So this colour is going to make it look nice and rosy. So the majority of that is going to be at the cuticle area, at that apex. And then then you're going to drag some of it down very thinly. So you can see that you've got the bulk here, and then it's coming nice and thin. That centre section, pop that in the lamp. And the next colour we're going to use is Tempting Fate. So this is going towards the centre, and what you're going to do is overlap. So you're going to blend that onto that apex. Then you're going to come down. And then we're going to blend that very thinly. So the more pressure you put on the aqua gel, it will go thinner. So you can see how we've gone thin onto the Plush Peach, and then thin onto the Just White here. With Tempting Fate, it just blends those colours beautifully. Pop me that in the lamp, Jay. So I'm going to use the gel residue wipe off solution to wipe over and take off that sticky layer. It's not like a really heavy sticky layer, but there is one there that we need to take off. Oh, it looks nice, doesn't it, already? We haven't even filed it yet. So I'm going to file this now. I'm going to do my side walls first of all. And the cuticle area. I'm going to go to a softer file, a 180 grit file.
Good. Brilliant. That's amazing.
Beautiful. So I'm going to top coat this with the Urban Graffiti top coat. It's a no tack top coat, so it has no sticky layer. It's completely tack free. Pop that in one. Just going to finish with some cuticle oil. That's beautiful, that is, isn't it? And it gives that look of acrylic as well, I think. Isn't it?
You wouldn't know.
No, you wouldn't. Well, there you are, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. My Snapchat is Kirsty Nails. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Delish.
Delish.